Picture a young child bursting into a room, holding up a drawing and shouting, "Look what I made!" They aren't asking for a critique on their coloring skills or angling for authority. They are begging for focus. In that exact moment, receiving someone's focused attention provides an immediate, undeniable confirmation. It tells the child, "I see you. You exist. You are real to the outside world." This dynamic highlights a foundational rule of our psychological makeup. Attention acts as our emotional oxygen, and humans never outgrow the need to breathe it. We spend our entire lives competing for this focus because it provides the evidence we need to answer our deepest existential question: do I matter? When we reach adulthood, this desperate need for attention doesn't disappear. It goes undercover, embedding itself deeply within our intimate relationships. Think about the repetitive arguments couples fall into. The scripts usually sound exactly the same. "You never listen to me," "You've completely changed," or "Why won't you trust me?" These surface-level fights rarely have anything to do with the practical issues at hand. They are attention conflicts wearing a disguise. What is actually happening underneath the argument is a state of emotional dysregulation. We panic when we sense we are losing our reality check mirror in our partner's eyes. All that friction is a system alert. It is warning us that our supply of emotional validation has been cut off. The Swiss psychiatrist Carl Jung argued that human behavior is primarily steered by invisible, unconscious forces, rather than our conscious choices. When we look closely at these forces, we see a rule of crystallized attention at play. Identity is not a fixed permanent trait. It is the result of whatever we repeatedly choose to focus on over time. The elements we refuse to focus on get shoved into what is known as the Jungian shadow. This is a repository for our disowned traits, our anger, our vulnerability, and even our raw brilliance, hidden away just to keep us socially acceptable. If you want to map a person's hidden psychological wounds, you simply need to track what actively traps their focus. Those disowned, shadow parts will aggressively demand attention in everyday life. Identity completion theory maps this system flow. When emotional chaos overloads our processing capacity, our mind relies on projection. To handle the overflow, we offload that heavy data, turning our partner into a movie screen to play out unresolved pieces of our identity. You can see this happen in specific trigger patterns. Accusing a partner of being too needy is often a projection of your own unacknowledged hunger for closeness. Reacting intensely to a critical partner is an efficient way of externalizing your own harsh, unrelenting inner critic onto the outside world. Even falling into a blinding infatuation fits the pattern. We do this to project our own unmet potential onto someone else, hoping they will make us feel complete. Until we recognize this mechanism, we will continually use the people we love not as individuals, but as mirrors to process the parts of ourselves we refuse to face. Left unchecked, these unintegrated shadow elements leak out as relationship drama. People create recurring chaos because drama is a highly effective way to force significance and make them feel real. To stop this unconscious sabotage, we have to run a system upgrade on our emotional processing. We call this the debugging protocol, a 4-step method to integrate the shadow. Step 1 is to trace the trigger. Ask yourself exactly where a triggering quality lives in your own history. Step 2 is document the projection, where you write your raw thoughts and ask how you deny yourself the right to act exactly like that. Step 3 is engage active imagination. You visualize that disowned quality as a distinct character and ask what it needs and what it is trying to protect you from. Finally, step 4 is to externalize it, using writing, art, or movement to give that hidden identity a safe outlet, entirely outside of your relationship. By running this diagnostic, you take the weight of identity completion off of your partner's shoulders and place it back onto your own. The goal of this process isn't to eliminate our human desire for attention. Attention is essential. The objective is to bring that pursuit out of the dark and into conscious awareness. By integrating your shadow, you reclaim your psychological energy. You stop demanding that your partner act as a mirror to complete you. This allows your attention to crystallize into a clear sense of identity. From that identity, a specific meaning for your life emerges, and it's on that shared meaning that a relationship can be built.
Gaining the agency to choose where your attention lands changes your perspective. You stop looking for pieces of yourself in others, and you finally see your partner exactly as they are.